For SMBs, sustainability, AI, and energy are now linked. For many small and mid-sized businesses, sustainability strategy has historically been treated as a reporting or compliance exercise, important but secondary to growth, margins, and operational execution. That separation is breaking down. As AI adoption accelerates and energy costs become more volatile and localized, sustainability decisions are increasingly intersecting with core business operations in ways SMB leaders can no longer sidestep. The shift is being driven less by regulation and more by infrastructure reality. Research from International Energy Agency, IEA, shows that electricity demand from data centers, AI workloads, and digital services is rising faster than grid capacity additions in many regions, tightening supply and amplifying price volatility. While much of this demand is attributed to hyperscalers, the downstream effects are already reaching smaller firms through higher commercial rates, constrained interconnections, and new utility cost structures. For SMB executives, the implication is direct. Decisions around AI, energy procurement, and sustainability are converging, whether planned or not. AI is quietly becoming an energy decision for SMBs. AI adoption is often framed as a software or productivity choice, but research suggests its operational footprint is increasingly physical. Analysis from McKinsey & Company shows that AI training and inference workloads can be several times more energy-intensive than traditional enterprise computing, depending on model size, utilization rates, and deployment architecture. For SMBs adopting AI through cloud platforms, this energy intensity is largely invisible until it shows up in service pricing, demand charges, or constrained access to reliable power. Cloud providers are already passing through higher infrastructure costs, and utilities in several regions are revisiting rate structures to account for data-driven load growth. This creates a new reality for SMB leaders. AI adoption is no longer energy neutral. It has cost, resilience, and sustainability implications that increasingly sit alongside traditional IT decisions. Energy exposure is becoming a competitive variable. Unlike large enterprises, SMBs often lack the scale to hedge energy costs or absorb volatility. Yet research from U.S. Energy Information Administration, EIA, shows that commercial electricity prices are diverging sharply by region, driven by grid congestion, infrastructure age, and demand growth from digital services. For SMBs operating in energy-constrained markets, this divergence can materially affect operating margins. Facilities running AI-enhanced analytics, automation, or customer platforms may face higher peak charges or reliability concerns that directly impact uptime and service delivery. In this context, sustainability strategy begins to overlap with risk management. Energy efficiency, load management, and on-site generation are no longer framed only as environmental actions. They are becoming tools for cost control and operational continuity. Sustainability is shifting from narrative to operational proof. What distinguishes the current moment is not rising ESG expectations alone, but the growing emphasis on execution. Research from World Economic Forum, (F) highlights that buyers and investors are increasingly focused on operational indicators, energy use, resilience planning, and data governance, rather than high-level sustainability commitments. For SMBs, this means sustainability is increasingly evaluated through practical questions. Can the business support digital growth without destabilizing energy costs? Are AI-driven efficiencies offset by higher infrastructure exposure? Is sustainability embedded in operational planning, not just messaging? Larger customers and partners, facing their own scrutiny, are cascading these expectations downstream. SMBs unable to demonstrate basic alignment between sustainability goals, energy management, and digital strategy may find themselves disadvantaged in procurement, partnerships, or financing discussions. Why this matters now for SMB leaders. The convergence of sustainability, AI, and energy is accelerating faster than most SMB planning cycles account for. Unlike regulatory shifts, this convergence is being driven by infrastructure constraints and market pricing, forces that move quickly and unevenly. Early 2026 is shaping up as a transition point. AI adoption is no longer experimental, energy markets are increasingly localized and constrained, and sustainability expectations are becoming operational rather than symbolic. For SMBs, the risk is not falling behind on ESG rhetoric, but misaligning growth strategy with the physical and financial realities that now underpin it. Executives who treat sustainability, AI, and energy as separate domains may struggle to control costs and maintain resilience. Those who integrate them into a single strategic lens, linking digital adoption to energy planning and sustainability execution, will be better positioned to compete as constraints tighten. You've been listening to Sustainability Soundbites by Environment and Energy Leader. For partnership opportunities, please reach out to our team.